In recent years, LIGO has kicked into overdrive, and claims of black hole mergers with a variety of objects have come pouring out. A while ago, I reported on the claim that they could detect the merger of a neutron star and a black hole, and this would be one of the smallest objects that they have ever detected. In order to corroborate their finding, they have attempted to find an associated event from data from other telescopes. So let's explore what they did or did not find. Last year, LIGO reported in collaboration with Virgo the first ever detection of a neutron star and black hole merger. They were delighted as this would be the first time that they had ever witnessed such an event. Hopes were high that they would be able to verify the gravitational wave detection with evidence of a flash of light from this event. In theory, there should be a large amount of energy released in such a merger, as the neutron star gets pulled apart during this process. At this distance, this should be visible as a flash of light. When they pulled through the data, they could find no evidence of any event taking place. They claim, however, that this is not evidence of it not occurring. Instead, they think this provides a little more information about these elusive events, and this will allow them to place constraints on the aftermath of a black hole devouring a neutron star. They point out that although they detect no counterpart to the gravitational wave detection, it could mean that either there was no counterpart, so perhaps the black hole swallowed the neutron star whole, or that there was a counterpart but it was too faint to detect, or that they simply missed it. They point out that at this stage they are not 100% certain what the actual event was. They are still analysing the LIGO data, but it seems to indicate that an object of 5 solar masses and one larger than 2.5 solar masses caused this. Now this in itself presents a bit of a problem, because you would assume that the 5 solar masses would be the black hole, and that the 2.5 or bigger than 2.5 would be the neutron star. The problem is that they have never seen a black hole smaller than 5 solar masses. And also, they have never seen a neutron star which was larger than 2.5 solar masses, so this data is already at the limits of their model. But let's just rewind for a minute. Firstly, as I have covered in my LIGO Big Lie video, the data being collected by LIGO is highly dubious, so this detection may just be a signal that they have extracted from the random noise that they see constantly. Then, they are actually able to use this signal to pinpoint a location in the sky due to the timing difference between the stations that are detecting it, and this too is highly questionable. The second problem is that the so-called signal they detect was flagged as being a very strong signal match, so you would expect them to be able to confirm this with other data. The fact that when they look at this part of the sky and they see nothing really shows how poor their correlation is. They're able to detect the change in frequency of a light wave, which is 1,000th the width of a proton, but they cannot detect a flash in the sky from this region? Now, this is on top of the fact that you really have to question this whole concept of space-time itself changing shape due to a wave that propagates across the fabric of space-time. Now, I go into this in a lot more detail in the video that I mentioned before. So if you're interested, then please check that out to find out how deep this lie actually goes. Now, there is just one more sticking point I have, and that is the concept of the black hole itself. This is a flawed concept, and again here we find no evidence that they actually exist. If you remove the LIGO data, what are you left with in this case? Nothing. And on that note, I will leave you to ponder this. As always, be brave, be curious, the truth is waiting for us. Until next time.